Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole,
And my name's Brittany.
and this is the 11-Minute Mile, episode number 6. Today is going to be about holiday gifting, some ideas that we have, how we exchange with our families, and even some like fun games we're going to throw out there. So I think Brittany and I kind of have the same outlook on the holiday gifting style, right, Britt?
Yeah, we kind of love the idea of the holidays. We love being together with our families, but we're not totally obsessed with like the giving the presents, the stress behind the giving the presents. I personally love giving presents, but getting is so stressful. I don't know about you.
No, it is. And like you always just feel bad. And obviously, like everyone's financial like situation is so different. And I feel like there's so much pressure on doing all of the Christmas gifts and who to buy for, what to get them, what's the budget kind of thing. And I think that we've definitely cut back over the years. You guys do kind of like a Secret Santa thing, right?
Yeah, so my family, we kind of do through Dan's family, because then another whole element. Like once you're married, you're doing like both
Yeah.
sides of the family. With Dan's side of the family, we do everybody gets one person, and then we have a budget. It's usually a little bit over $100, and you gift just for that one person. So Dan's mom kind of like facilitates that entire process, and it's great. And we can give gifts just for one person. That way, you're not buying little gifts and small gifts just for every single person. Because how do you guys do it?
Kind of the same. So all the cousins and siblings will do a Secret Santa typically, but a few years back, I would say like 4 or 5 years ago, Chris and I actually stopped exchanging with ourselves, which I think you guys do something similar to this. And instead,
Mhm.
we decided to adopt a family in need. And the money that we would have spent on buying each other nonsense things, we bought the family, the parents, and the children all the gifts on their Christmas list. And honestly, it is so fulfilling. And then if Chris and I wanted to exchange, we would just do small stocking things. But with our parents are like, don't buy us anything. Like, save your money and then just do it with the kids or buy like all the babies some stuff on their list of what they want. And yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what Dan and I do. We did through our church, we adopted, you can adopt like a certain amount of children, but you're dedicating $50 per child in need. And our church has this insane Christmas exchange where they ended up gifting over 1,000 kids in like the Hoboken, Jersey City area. So we adopted 6 kids, and honestly, that day shopping at Target is the best gift. At like, you're going through their Christmas list and you're like buying them every single, it's like detailed things of what they want, and that's what makes it so special. And I'm sure that's probably how our parents feel and why they want to buy us all these things, because it's like that exciting
Absolutely.
moment. But giving that gift, and then Dan and I, we just do stockings. So we just try to fill up our stockings. Sometimes I don't do the stocking. I end up getting something that's too big for it, too big for the stocking. But that's what we try to do. And it's really worked out for us, and we really enjoy that. But
Yeah. And it is fun to exchange. Like, don't get me wrong, I love exchanging. I still buy my parents' stuff. We still buy his parents' stuff, but it's of course, I mean, even this year, Chris and I, which I think this is really fun, we're doing the 12 days of Christmas. And so anything that we were going to put in a stocking and give to each other day of, we're just opening up something small for each other each day leading up to Christmas, which is fun. And it's just small things, but I did go a little overboard during Black Friday and I bought him
always
the
the case.
piece of luggage that he needed, but it was heavily on sale. And I was like, it doesn't even need to be considered a Christmas gift. This is just because you're amazing
He needs it.
and he needs it. But, and then all the games are always so fun. Like, you guys do a lot of fun games, don't you?
We do. So with my cousins and my family in Florida, and actually on both sides, we do like the white elephant, of course. The white elephant is always like such a hit. And my family is notorious for doing the stealing. It's like every year you have to relay out the rules. Like 8 times or like 3 steals, that's it, then the present's locked in, but it gets super fun, and I feel like since we've, like, kind of made the budget like 25, $30, we, like, talked about increasing the budget, so it makes it, like, really crazy, but I think we're keeping it around $30 just because it makes you put a little bit more thought into it rather than just buying, like, whatever's $50 at the time, but it's a very fun game that we've done as even as kids, like, the adults in my family always used to do it. It was never you had to be 18, you had to go to like, once you got to college, that's when you were, like, allowed to participate in the gift exchange, and I thought that was such a great thing to do. You had to, like,
No, I love that.
meet that point meet that point of getting into college, and that was, like, your ticket in, so it was always, like, more important than going to college. It was you're a part of the gift exchange.
No, that's super fun, and I feel like even this year, we were thinking about trying to do something different with our Secret Santa stuff, and I was gonna have everyone just Venmo me, and I get, like, 8 to 10 different gifts worth $50 each, and then we put them under the tree. It's kind of like a wood elephant thing in a sense.
Yeah.
But that way, not everyone has to go crazy, like, picking things, sending lists of what they want, and it's more fun because you just have simply no idea what's under there. But a friend of mine does something really fun, and she does it with a group of I don't know if it's her family or friends, but it's you buy 5 of one item. So every person shows up to the party and you buy 5 of one item, and then I don't know how they pass it around or if it's kind of like a Secret Santa thing, but you leave the party with 5 new things that you just don't and it's like
Oh.
it's socks or chapsticks, small things, small items that are all under $20. But I kinda love that idea. I think it's really cute.
So
Really
you
cute.
just pass it around? Like, how does that work? I'm
I
like
don't know how that works, but you show up with 5 of the same items. So say I did dry shampoo, like a travel dry shampoo. I buy
mhm.
5 of those, I show up to the party, and I think that it just gets divvied up somehow, but you leave with 5 new items.
Well,
So
that's
you
fun.
could leave with, like, a chapstick, a sleeping mask, eye masks, whatever.
All
Um,
things.
but I think
An
that's really cute. I love
another
that idea.
game Another game that, my sister brought to our family a few years ago, it's the oven mitt game where you wrap a present, almost like near impossible. So it's like duct taped, it's boxed, it's all these different things. It's like 10 different layers, and everybody stands around the table, and you have a person to your right with 2 dice, and the person holding the gift is wearing oven mitts. The only way you can open the present is using the oven mitts, and the timer is the person rolling the 2 dice. So, like, you would have to get doubles. Once the person next to you rolls doubles, you have to pass the present over to your
How
left,
funny.
and it chases around. It is so much fun. It doesn't even matter what's inside. It could be literally toothpaste, and people go bananas over it. It's so fun.
I'm gonna steal that one. That's really fun. I love that. I know I feel like implementing more games and thinking less about the gifts, and I feel like that's the purpose of this episode is that it does this time of the year becomes so stressful and financially stressful for people because there's so much pressure. And of course, the holiday season is not meant to be about that. And we all love giving gifts and it's fun and enjoyable and it's still okay to do that. But sometimes it's nice to just, I'm already like on my takeaway, take a step back and maybe think of another way that you could do something for someone. Even just like make an ornament for somebody or your parents. Anything. It could just be simple. But that's I don't even know what my takeaway was, but that was it. That's kind of
I
where
think
I was just
I think
rambling.
we I think no, and I think that is exactly spot on. I think we really only have one takeaway for this episode, and it's just about being together in the presence of your being together and being with everyone and just making an effort to make it fun for everybody rather than stressing out so much over the gift giving because it is overwhelming, it is stressful, and that's totally not what this season is about. It's about like just being kind to people, like maybe giving someone a little bit of extra love, even just the slightest, kindest words and the gestures. That's where it really is taking in and all about. And yeah,
Totally.
we
And of course, like not everyone has to adopt a family and do something like that because, of course, that is expensive for a lot of people to do. But there's so many ways that you can help others in need. Just, I don't know. I feel like there's a million things out there, not necessarily just adopting a family, but even on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you can make food for people that need it.
Mhm.
There's something just so much more rewarding by doing things like that than necessarily buying a bunch of gifts for people around you that probably are already shopping and buying things for themselves anyways, because we all love to shop and buy things for ourselves.
That's the problem. Everybody buys what
Yep,
they need.
totally, totally.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much the episode. I feel like that one was kind of fun, Britt. I liked
Yeah,
it.
I love this type of stuff. This is my
It's
favorite thing. I
helpful.
love the games, love the activities, but
Totally. And everyone has so many amazing ideas. So if you have any fun ideas, please let us know and we can post about it. But thank you guys
yeah.
for joining episode 6, and we'll see you next week.
See you next time.